We're finally in June, which is very well known for the month of the 24 Hours of Le Mans race. This is the month which all the Sportscars fans around the world are waiting for because this is a very special race, besides being very historical in motorsports. So in this video, I will introduce you to the 24 Hours of Le Mans, telling its importance in motorsports and also everything you must know before watching the race, which will be on June 15th and 16th. So let's check now. First, let's introduce the 24 Hours of Le Mans race. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is the ultimate test of speed, endurance, and strategy in the world of motorsports. Here's a lowdown. This legendary race, held annually in Le Mans in France, is no ordinary speed dash. It's a grueling 24-hour battle where cars and drivers compete to cover the farthest distance, not the fastest time. The first race roared to life in 1923, making it the oldest active endurance racing event in the world. Over the decades, it has witnessed incredible feats of engineering and daring driving. Le Mans features a mix of prototype race cars built specifically for endurance racing and tweaked production cars homologated for competition. This unique combination creates a diverse grid with different strengths and racing styles. The biggest names in the auto industry clash at Le Mans. Porsche holds the record for most wins with 19, but Ferrari, Toyota, Audi, and others have all battled for the checkered flag. So let's talk about the records in this race. Like said before, Porsche is the most constructor winner in history with 19 wins. Tom Christensen is the most successful driver in history with 9 victories. Yost Racing is the most successful team in history with 16 wins. And the most successful car in history is the Audi R8 with 5 victories. Now let's talk about the track Circuit de la Sarthe. This circuit is located at Le Mans, which is located in the Pays de la Loire region in France. It's a FIA grade level 2 track, with 13.626 kilometers or 8.467 miles of extension and with 38 curvers. It's considered as a very challenging circuit because it's a mix between permanent road course and public road and is also the longest track in the WEC this season. Now let's talk about the classes which will be competing in the 24 Hours of Le Mans this year. Exclusively for this race, we're gonna have 3 classes competing instead of 2, which is in full season in WEC. This is because LMP2 prototype cars will be at Le Mans. So let's understand now the differences between the 3 classes for the 24 Hours of Le Mans race. First, beginning with the LMGT3 class. This class was introduced in 2024, replacing the GTE AM class. Like the name says, the category uses GT3 cars homologated by FIA. There are 9 manufacturers involved in this class, which are Aston Martin, BMW, Chevrolet, Ferrari, Ford, Lamborghini, Lexus, McLaren and Porsche. In this channel we have a video talking about these cars, so you can check now at the top of your screen. And about the drivers lineup, all the cars must have a minimum of 1 bronze driver, the second driver must be bronze or silver rated, and the third driver could be gold or platinum rated. The second class is LMP2. Actually, LMP2 was removed from WEC after the end of the 2023 season due to the increase of the number of cars in the hypercar and in the new brand LMGT3 classes. But ACO decided to keep the LMP2 cars in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is the main race. This class is designated to the independent teams and is cheaper than the hypercar class with the homologated price of $506,000. There are 4 approved constructors for the LMP2 cars, which are Oreca, Multimatic, Ligier and Dallara. But in the 24 Hours of Le Mans this year, we will have only Oreca cars. And like the LMGT3 class, there are some restrictions about driver lineup choice. So let's understand it better. In the LMP2 Pro class, all the teams must have at least a silver driver and the maximum 1 platinum plus 1 gold drivers or maximum 2 gold drivers. And in the LMP2 Pro class, the only difference is that a minimum of a bronze driver is required. And finally, the hypercar class. Hypercar is the top class in the World Endurance Championship. Introduced in 2021 to replace the former LMP1, the hypercar class can compete with the LMDH and LMH cars due to convergence rules between IMSA and ACO. In there we have factory operations and also customer teams competing. There are 9 manufacturers involved in the hypercar class. Alpine, BMW, Cadillac, Lamborghini and Porsche are the manufacturers which operate LMDH regulations. While Ferrari, Isotta Fraschini, Peugeot and Toyota are the brands which operate LMH cars. And in this channel we also have a video talking about these cars. So you can check at the top of your screen. And about driver lineup, the only restriction is that bronze drivers are not allowed to compete in the hypercar class. And talking about the entry list, there will be 62 cars competing at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the 2024 edition. At the LMGT3 class there will be 23 cars competing with all the 18 WEC full season entries plus 5 invited cars. The LMP2 class will have 16 entries confirmed. And in the hypercar class, we're gonna have 23 cars competing, which will be a huge record in the number of entries in the top class. Some weeks ago I made a video about the full entry list for the 24 hours of Le Mans. So you can check now at the top of your screen to watch this video. And now about the schedule. On Sunday, June 9th, we're gonna have the test day with 2 sessions. On Wednesday, June 12th, we will have 2 free practice and qualifying sessions. On Thursday, June 13th, we're gonna have 2 more free practice and hyperpole sessions. And on Saturday, June 15th, we're gonna have the 24 hours of Le Mans race. So what's your expectations for the 24 hours of Le Mans this year? Who are gonna be the winners in Le Mans? Which team are you going to support? So let me know in the comment sections below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not lose more videos about WEC and IMSA. We see you in the next videos.